Lucas Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
You ready? 47, check my 47. It's been a long day for you. Get it.
And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he finds his target. It's sharp. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league is going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 29-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check. Go.
First carry for the former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Justin Simmons.
Tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Muhammad. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Here we go. 60 or. That's the way.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
A gain of 15.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
In your face. Hey, Alpha. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Ready?
On first down, Locke. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check it out, Reed. Check 99. Check 99. Shoot. Rock it. Shoot.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsay. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
To throw it is Locke. They set up the screen to Booker. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight.
That he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the set. Mike 47. Tackle.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad, he'll have a first down past the 40. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Switch up. Get it.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. That one, 28 yards on the ground.
1st down, Broncos.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Come get some.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the 1st half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reactions of those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And an alley to run. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about a great opponent, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. On first down, Muhammad. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Look at me.
On second down, Muhammad. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
Young Trip is here, baby. Young Trip is here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 42-yard line.
Got it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Throwing now is Lott. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Ready.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll drop the throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Set 30 base. Hey, wahoo!
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And they will run it with Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
2nd and 4. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tajay Sharp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, lock it.
Another run by Lindsey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I got you, sir.
Block now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run here with Lindsey. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Let's go.
To throw on third down. Block. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a third.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight. All the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
That's good for the Panthers. First down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, pick your game up.
Ready.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Right there.
Second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Mike's 47. Crunch time, defense.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Leo.
They go again with Muhammad. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The tackle there, back at his own 49.
2nd and 14. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, seam six. Go.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so it looked like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
At the 18-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Lock to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Block now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
They'll go for it. It's locked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Muhammad, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
All day, dog. Check nickel.
22-jet bomber. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Be under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Tried to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, Ronan. Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now with third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Blocked to throw for it on fourth. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
He can't hang it. He's not going.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Broncos' 18-yard line.
Ready, set.
Front seven's the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, watch it, watch it. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
Let's go. 60 or.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. And they will take a knee here.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's fourth down. Today's final score.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Carolina, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon.